American Graffiti remains one of the most iconic films, capturing the essence of youth in the 1960s. But behind the classic cars, rock and roll, and nostalgic moments, there were actors who brought unforgettable characters to life, characters we lost too soon. In today's video, we're remembering 7 stars from American Graffiti who tragically passed away. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay updated with more heartfelt stories like this. Let's take a closer look at their legacies. Deborah Lee Scott as Falfa's Girl. Deborah Lee Scott, born on April 2nd, 1953, in Elizabeth, New Jersey, captured the hearts of audiences with her role as Falfa's Girl in American Graffiti, 1973. At just 20 years old, Deborah's portrayal of the carefree and spirited girlfriend of Bob Falfa, played by Harrison Ford, became an iconic moment in American cinema. Her brief but memorable appearance in the film, set against the backdrop of 1960s car culture, solidified her status as a symbol of youth and rebellion. The role, though small, made a lasting impression in the hearts of fans. Deborah's rise to fame was swift, but her personal life was fraught with challenges. After American Graffiti, she became a recognizable face in Hollywood during the 1970s. However, her career was marked by turbulent times, including an ill-fated marriage to actor Jonathan Franks, which ended in heartbreak and left emotional scars. As she tried to rebuild her life, Deborah found hope once again with a promising relationship with police officer John Dennis Levi, but fate would prove cruel once more. In 2001, John tragically died in the September 11th attacks, an unbearable loss that sent Deborah into a downward spiral. Her grief overwhelmed her, and in the years that followed, she struggled with alcohol abuse. Despite efforts to recover, Deborah's health worsened, leading to cirrhosis of the liver. At 52 years old, on her 52nd birthday, Deborah fell into a coma, and just 3 days later, she passed away in her sleep on July 4th, 2005. Deborah Lee Scott's final years were a quiet struggle as she grappled with the trauma of losing her fiancé and the weight of addiction. Her net worth at the time of her death was estimated at just $500,000, a stark contrast to the fame she once enjoyed. Though her career was fleeting, her role as Falfa's Girl left an indelible mark on American Graffiti in the hearts of fans. Her story is a poignant reminder of the fragility of life and the harsh realities behind the glamorous facade of Hollywood. Despite her early death, Deborah's legacy lives on, forever etched in the memory of the film that captured the spirit of a generation. Manuel Padilla Jr. as Carlos. Manuel Padilla Jr., born on July 13, 1955, in Los Angeles, California, made his mark in American Graffiti, 1973, as Carlos, a member of the Pharaoh's gang. At 18 years old, he joined the cast of this iconic film, bringing his youthful energy and rebellious spirit to a role that left a lasting impression, even in a supporting capacity. The film's cultural significance and its depiction of 1960s youth made his performance a piece of the larger mosaic of American cinema during that era. Although American Graffiti marked a promising beginning, Manuel's career never reached the heights that many had hoped for. While he had small roles in films like Scarface, 1983, and appeared in various TV episodes, his opportunities for significant roles were limited. Despite the recognition he received from American Graffiti, he struggled to break through into leading roles, which led to a series of smaller, less fulfilling projects. His career began to fade, and the spotlight he briefly enjoyed became increasingly distant. On a personal level, Manuel faced even greater challenges. Raised in a large family, he found himself shouldering the responsibility of raising 5 children, all while battling the uncertainty of an unstable income and fading fame. His financial struggles made it difficult to afford the health care he needed, which would come back to haunt him in the later years of his life. In 2007, Manuel was diagnosed with colon cancer, but by then, the disease had already spread too far. Despite his efforts to attend fan gatherings like the Grand National Roadster Show, his health continued to decline. On January 29, 2008, just days after his last public appearance, Manuel Padilla Jr. passed away at the age of 52 in Pomona, California. His net worth at the time of his death was estimated at only around $300,000, a reflection of how fleeting fame can be. Manuel's passing was a sad reminder of the struggles that often lie beneath the surface of Hollywood success. Despite his early fame in American Graffiti, he remains an enduring figure in the hearts of those who remember the film and the young actor who briefly shone as Carlos. Scott Beach as Mr. Gordon. Scott Beach, born on January 13, 1931, in Portland, Oregon, became a familiar face to audiences through his role as Mr. Gordon, the high school teacher in American Graffiti, 1973. At 42 years old, Scott's brief but memorable appearance in the film left an indelible mark on viewers, thanks to his warm, distinctive voice and his portrayal of a character that added depth to the film's nostalgic portrayal of 1960s youth. Though his role was minor, it was part of the rich fabric of a film that has become a cultural landmark. Scott's career spanned over several decades, during which he became known not only for his film and television appearances, but also for his voiceover work. He notably provided the voice for an uncredited stormtrooper in Star Wars, 1977, a role that has since gained recognition in the context of the film's legacy. While Scott achieved a modest level of fame, his personal life was marked by difficult decisions. His work schedule, which often involved juggling multiple jobs, meant that he spent long hours away from his family. Scott once confessed to friends that he felt guilty about missing important moments in his children's lives, a sentiment that haunted him as he grew older. Despite his career accomplishments, his personal sacrifices weighed heavily on him. In his later years, Scott's health began to deteriorate. A month after turning 65, he passed away on February 13, 1996, at California Pacific Medical Center. The cause of death was not officially disclosed, but many believe the physical toll of his career, combined with the pressures of balancing work and family, contributed to his decline. At the time of his death, Scott's net worth was estimated at around $1 million, a modest sum considering the scope of his work in film and theater. His life serves as a reminder of the often hidden challenges faced by those in the entertainment industry, where success is often measured in public acclaim but balanced by personal sacrifices. Scott Beach's legacy, though not as widely celebrated as some of his co-stars, lives on through his contributions to both film and the theater, leaving a lasting impression on all who remember his work. Bo Hopkins as Joe Young. Bo Hopkins, born William Malden Hopkins on February 2, 1938 in Greenville, South Carolina, gained widespread recognition for his role as Joe Young, the leader of the Pharaoh's Gang, in American Graffiti, 1973. At the age of 35, Bo brought a commanding presence to the screen with his tough and charismatic portrayal, becoming an unforgettable part of the film's iconic ensemble. The film, set against the backdrop of 1960s youth culture, solidified his place in cinema history, and his role became emblematic of rebellious youth and the roaring car culture of the time. Bo Hopkins's career was filled with notable successes, including appearances in White Lightning, 1973, and Midnight Express, 1978, where his powerful performances continued to capture audiences. He also appeared in a variety of television roles, most notably in Dynasty, 1981, The Rockford Files, and Hawaii Five-0, showcasing his versatility as an actor. Despite his success on screen, Bo's life was fraught with personal struggles. Raised in a working-class family, he experienced a traumatic childhood, including being put up for adoption before the age of 1. As a young boy, he witnessed the sudden death of his adoptive father, which deeply affected him. Throughout his teenage years, Bo rebelled, struggling with school and authority, and later joined the Army at the age of 16, seeking structure after a troubled adolescence. His personal life was marked by heartbreak, including a failed first marriage and struggles with emotional pain. Bo's second marriage to Sheen Eleanor Green in 1989 brought stability, and the couple had a son together, which gave him peace after years of turmoil. However, his younger years, including wild living and a tough childhood, took their toll on his health. By 2020, Bo's health began to decline, partly due to heart disease, and on May 28, 2022, Bo Hopkins passed away at the age of 84 from a heart attack at Valley Presbyterian Hospital in Van Nuys, California. At the time of his death, his net worth was estimated at $3 million, reflecting his more than 130 roles in film and television, with the character of Joe Young being a standout in his career. Bo Hopkins left behind a legacy of unforgettable performances and a lasting influence on the world of film. Despite his personal struggles, his contributions to cinema, particularly in American Graffiti, remain etched in the hearts of his fans, making him an enduring figure in the history of American film. Suzanne Somers as Blonde in the T-Bird. Suzanne Somers, born on October the 16th, 1946 in San Bruno, California, made a memorable appearance as the Blonde in the T-Bird in American Graffiti, 1973, at the age of 27. Though her role was brief, her stunning presence in the film's iconic car scenes left an impression that would linger in the minds of audiences for years. The film, which celebrated the rebellious spirit of 1960s youth, became a cultural milestone, and Suzanne's portrayal became a symbol of that era's carefree attitude and love for fast cars. While American Graffiti marked an early highlight in Suzanne's career, it was her role in Three's Company, 1977, that catapulted her to national fame. As Chrissy Snow, the fun-loving and innocent roommate, Suzanne became an iconic figure on American television. Her role earned her fame, and she quickly became a beloved star. However, Suzanne's rise to fame was not without its personal challenges. Her childhood was marked by severe hardship. Growing up in a working-class Irish family, Suzanne experienced the terror of living with an alcoholic and abusive father. These traumatic experiences filled her childhood with fear and insecurity, which she carried into her adult life. Her insecurities led her to rush into a marriage at the age of 19 when she discovered she was pregnant. But that marriage quickly fell apart, leaving her a single mother. Suzanne's career, while initially soaring, was marred by struggles for equal pay and recognition in Hollywood. In the 1970s, after becoming a major star on Three's Company, she famously fought for equal pay to match her male counterparts. The network's decision to fire her for demanding fair compensation caused a public uproar, leading to a lawsuit that nearly derailed her career. Anne passed away on October 15, 2023, just one day before her 77th birthday. At the time of her death, her net worth was estimated at $100 million. Cindy Williams as Laurie Henderson. Cindy Williams, born on August 22, 1947, in Van Nuys, California, gained fame for her role as Laurie Henderson in American Graffiti, 1973, at the age of 26. As the sweet and spirited girlfriend of Steve, portrayed by Ron Howard, Cindy's performance captured the innocence and confusion of youth during a pivotal moment in American history. Her portrayal of Laurie became iconic, embodying the dreams and uncertainties of the 1960s generation, and the film cemented her as one of Hollywood's promising stars. Following American Graffiti, Cindy's career soared with her portrayal of Shirley Feeney in the popular TV series Laverne and Shirley, 1976. Which quickly made her a household name. The show became a cultural phenomenon, and Cindy's role as the bubbly and optimistic Shirley won her both fame and critical acclaim. However, behind her public success, Cindy's personal life was filled with hardships. Despite the glitter of fame, Cindy had to contend with an unstable childhood and constant relocations due to financial struggles. These early experiences left her with deep-rooted insecurities that she carried into adulthood. In her personal life, Cindy faced difficulties with relationships. Her first marriage to musician Bill Hudson in 1982 was rocky, and the couple eventually divorced in 2000 after nearly 2 decades of marriage. The divorce left Cindy emotionally scarred as she had hoped for a stable family life. In addition to her marriage troubles, Cindy faced career setbacks as well. While Laverne and Shirley catapulted her to fame, the production's harsh environment and tension with co-star Penny Marshall took its toll on her mental health. In 1982, Cindy became pregnant, but the producers of the show refused to adjust the shooting schedule, causing her to leave the series. This decision was met with public backlash, and Cindy's career suffered as a result, leading her to take on less prominent roles in films and television. In her later years, Cindy's life was marked by quiet struggles. including a battle with cancer that she kept private from the public. Her health declined significantly, and on January 25th, 2023, Cindy Williams passed away at the age of 75, leaving fans shocked and saddened by her untimely death. Her net worth at the time of her passing was estimated at $10 million, a testament to her enduring impact on both television and film. Cindy's legacy is that of a talented actress who, despite the ups and downs of her personal life, left behind an unforgettable legacy of warmth, laughter, and heart in every role she played. Al Nalbandian as Hank. Al Nalbandian, born on September 15, 1921, in San Francisco, California, had a brief yet memorable moment in American Graffiti, 1973, as Hank the flower vendor. At the age of 51, Al's role was small, yet his sincere, humble presence in the film left a lasting impression. His character, a simple man with a kind spirit, offered a contrast to the youthful rebellion and excitement that defined much of American Graffiti. Despite his short appearance, Al's portrayal captured the essence of everyday life and the unsung heroes who form the backbone of a community. While Al's role in American Graffiti may have been fleeting, his life was rooted in a career that spanned over 6 decades. Unlike many actors, Al was not a professional actor, but rather a well-known flower vendor who ran a stand at the corner of Stockton and Geary in San Francisco. For years, he was a beloved figure in his community, known not only for his beautiful bouquets, but also for his warmth and kindness. Al became a symbol of old San Francisco, a man whose life was devoted to simple joys and sharing stories with those around him. Though he wasn't a Hollywood star, his connection to his community was far deeper than many in the film industry could ever understand. Al's success came not from the limelight, but from his dedication to his family and his flower business. For over 6 decades, he worked diligently at his flower stand, touching the lives of countless people who appreciated not just the flowers he sold, but the kindness he exuded. His appearance in American Graffiti was a rare brush with the film industry, reflecting his pride in his hometown and his life's work. Al's dedication to his community and his family was evident in every aspect of his life, and it was that quiet sense of pride that made him a memorable part of the film, even in his brief role. Al Nalbandian passed away peacefully on April 29, 2017, at the age of 94. His net worth at the time of his death was estimated at around $500,000, a reflection of his humble life and career. Al's legacy is one of simplicity, kindness, and community. Though his time in the spotlight was brief, his impact on those who knew him, both in the world of American Graffiti and in the streets of San Francisco, will be remembered for years to come. Al's story serves as a reminder of the quiet, everyday heroes who, without recognition or fame, leave a lasting mark on the world around them. American Graffiti gave us characters that became etched in our hearts, and though these stars are no longer with us, their impact lives on. Who is your favorite actor from the film? Let us know in the comments below. And as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us next time for more emotional Hollywood stories.